Bonjour, Del Boys and Rodneys. We are live again. We're keeping you on your toes because we're coming to you live from all different times. So now we're going to see who are the real eager beavers and who pays attention to their notifications. But don't worry, if you miss the live, you can watch the replay. We're broadcasting live on Facebook, we're broadcasting live on YouTube, and we're broadcasting live on Share Vision. Mr. Demi, how are you this morning? There's lots of things going on in all the markets.
There's a lot going on, mate. There's a lot going on. You're still looking just as pasty, mate, as you described. You haven't been in the sun yet.
Not yet, my friend. Not yet, my friend. In case you're unaware, I've been getting some grief in our private Facebook group, which is free to join, by the way. We just keep it private to keep out the riffraff. The Crypto and FX Traders Club. So especially if you're on YouTube and you haven't joined our Facebook group, join in that group, because not only does Messrs. Demi and the trading team post setups, talking about cryptos, talking about FX, but also I get abuse. For some reason, it's always the shy, quiet guy that gets abuse wherever I go around the world. It's not fair. It's really not fair. And everybody's saying I'm pasty, white, English guy. Yeah, it's really mean, actually. If someone can call up the Samaritans or something, that would be much appreciated.
As long as the rest of us are having fun with it, mate. I'm sure
At my expense, I can live with that, guys. I can live with that because my fun is just about to start. It's my Friday evening here in Australia. But the fun for you guys is going to be going on for the next few days because it's Black Friday. Black Friday sales. Yeah. Grab yourself a bargain.
Where's your sign, mate? You forgot your sign. I told you to make a sign up.
Mate, you've got the swivel chair, though. So it's like we have to do this together. I can do the sign, but you can swivel around the chair. So that's how it works. But look, guys, we've been updating you all week on FX, specifically Euro Kiwi. It started on Monday. We then did something on Wednesday. It's now Friday, and it's almost turning into an FX Craig David remix. So, Mr. Demi, fill us in on what's been going on.
Yeah, so this trade has worked out brilliant, as we kind of spoke about over the last few days. And I kind of wanted to highlight this because you can kind of see the whole journey. So if you didn't watch the previous ones, you can go back and you can see what we were saying. But essentially, you know, one of the important things when trading is that you have to understand the metrics and the numbers and probabilities, and that's kind of the bits that I've done, things that I've tested. And what we were saying is that, you know, when we did a whole in-depth analysis on this on different time frames, which I'm not going to get into now, but because we've already done that. But what I was saying was, look, you know, the market has broken this inner trend line. This is called an inner trend line. It's broken that. And by the statistics and the back testing that I've done, there's an 80% chance, 80% chance that the market's going to go up and go and hit this trend line, right? And it's pretty much done that. This needs slight adjusting, but when you draw it correctly, it's pretty much done that. And you can also see this is a really nice horizontal level. So a really, really simple trade that really anybody can do. And imagine kind of having a strategy where you know there's an 80% chance you're going to win. Okay, and it's super powerful. And you can see here what we spoke about was, you know, ideally you get a pullback into the line, which is exactly what's happened. If you zoom in, you can see the market's pulled back into that line and then it's rallied. And since that point, it's done about 200-300 pips, you know, from low to high. And, you know, that's a good move. I mean, this is a high volatility pair, but, you know, on one contract, you're looking at a $3,000 move there. And, you know, and we're looking across the pond and we're seeing cryptocurrencies taking a bit of a nosedive today. And, you know, I'm not going to speak about that right now, but the point is that this is why we speak about diversifying and having, you know, multiple ways of making money in the markets. So when FX is great, you're doing great. And of course, obviously, as you know, I know you've taken more on the investor role, but a lot of our students are trading crypto. So I know for a fact that some of them are short Bitcoin and are making money on the way down. So it's really great where imagine you could take a Euro Kiwi long trade, 80% chance it's going to win. And then that, as we've been saying quite a bit on the Bitcoin front, that's probably going to drop, potentially going to drop to the 50K zone, 54 to 50K is what we said. And then you can make money on the way down, and then you can invest cheaper, and you're kind of building your wealth up with multiple parts. And that's the power of having that skill set and doing both.
Yeah, really, really valid. And obviously, because it's Black Friday, we're posting links for crypto trader training and crypto investor trading, our brand new product that is getting its launch for Black Friday weekend. And then there's the FX side of things. Now, going back to the FX side of things, people are like, whoa, you're some magician, you're some messiah. Actually, it's just 18 years of experience. Most of that as a professional trader working on hedge fund trading floors, managing multi-million-dollar accounts. You think you would pick up a few tricks along the way, and you're breaking it down. Like, we can't break it down any more simple than that, guys. We've done a video on Monday. We've done a video on Wednesday. We've done a video today showing you that it's done what he said it was going to do. And he breaks it down to show you how you can follow a rule-based system, because one of the biggest nemesis in trading is your emotions. So do you just want to talk like for 30 seconds about why a rule-based system, especially for Forex, but actually the rule-based trading system applies for crypto trading as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, and I've spoken about this a lot. It's a kind of thing, something to think about is you're better to have an imperfect system that is rule-based than a perfect one that is not rule-based. Now, by the very nature, when you say it can't be perfect if it's not rule-based, but what I mean by that is that you're trying to find the perfect, top, selling the top, buying the bottom, doing everything perfectly, but without those concrete rules. You're better to have rules, even if your system is not the best in the world, right? Or the best it can be. Because what the rules will do is it will allow you to scale. And that's one important factor, which I'll speak about to explain that more. But the other thing is that it gives you absolute confidence, right? It gives you absolute confidence. So when I take a trade, for example, like this one that we've just spoken about, it's so reassuring for me knowing that I've done the testing and I know, look, there's an 80% chance it's going to go up and it's going to go hit that next line. It's just very reassuring. So when I'm putting my risk on, I know I'm on the right side of the table. Okay, I'm where the smart money is. And what that allows me to do is it allows me, one, to be confident, to put the appropriate risk on. Okay, so that's important because here's what a lot of people do. They either gamble, they go crazy and they just blow up their accounts, or they go so small because they're not confident in the trades that they're actually taking, that in the end they just get bored, and then eventually they do gamble and blow up their accounts. So and probably people can resonate with that, and that's the thing. So when you're not going, so if you've been doing this for a little while and you're still placing really small trades for you, that is, like, relative to what you could be doing, right? Like if you're only trading with, let's say, a £500 account, which is fine if you're starting out, but you could put 5,000 in, but you're just scared. Well, this is one of the reasons why. It's because you don't really have rules that you can really believe in. So when I take a trade like this, or one of my Fibonacci trades or whatever, I know the stats. I know, look, this trade may have not worked, right? There was a 20% chance it may not have worked. But I know that there's a high percentage chance that it would have worked. And that's all I need to know to be able to take a setup. So really, it really improves your psychology when you really understand the rules that you're trading. And that's why it's imperative that you create them for every different scenario in the market, so that you know, right, when this happens, I've got to do this. When this happens, I've got to do that. And there's no black and there's no kind of gray area. It's just black and white, because that will allow you to scale. If I can have another 30 seconds to explain what's and then I'll shut up. But no, look, if you want to make real money from trading, like serious money, eventually, 10, 20, 30 grand, 40 grand a month, even just if you want to make just a couple of grand a month, whatever it is, it's still the same process. It's about saying, okay, well, look, with these rules that I have, I know I can repeat them. I know I can repeat them because they're black and white. Are they perfect? Maybe they could be better because I don't have all of the knowledge. But here's the thing. Here's the thing that you need to understand. If I put in £10 into this system of rules, okay, and I just follow the rules and I place those trades, that's all I need to do, my job. What is the output of that £10 at the end of every month? Is it more than £10? If it is, you now have a system where you can make money as much as you want. It's really that simple. So if it makes you 1.3, 1.4, 1.5 the ratio, ideally you want to go for a 2-to-1 ratio. So for every £10 you put in, you get 20. So in other words, like at least £10 profit. So that then allows you to scale, because then you can make, £1,000 trade and turn it into 2,000 and so on. And that's really the art of growing any account, and it's understanding that process.
And if you want to find out more about that, that's a really good point, actually. That is what's in the free extended training on the Forex Trader training. Click on the link and he goes balls deep into all of this. So if you're like, right, that's not enough time with Andy, that's only been 11 minutes. Guys, you get a whole in-depth training from him on Forex. And then if you want to click on the crypto one, you get that all again. And one other point to mention, which we haven't really mentioned much so far, that's scaling up. If you're going to go down the Forex route, it's all about the funding, right? And getting funded and becoming a funded trader is then how you can really start to scale this puppy up. And just out of interest, we offer funding up to $2 million. Yes, that's correct. $2 million. So even if you start off as a total newbie, a student with us, there are opportunities to scale this puppy all the way up to the moon. It's completely up to you how fast or how slow, how high, how small you go with this. It's your choice, but we're going to be there to support you and, more importantly, give you opportunities where you probably didn't even realize that they existed, right, mate?
Yeah, no, exactly. And I think it's important that you have that mindset that you actually have that growth path set out for you. And that's the advantage of FX. Right now, with cryptos being so volatile, we're not yet in a position where we can fund people because it's just such a new asset class. But it will come over time. But the great thing with FX is that we can do that. We know it's an established market, it's been around, and we have been funding people for a long time. And so it's really reassuring, right? Once your numbers stack up. As you said, we go through it in the training quite in depth. Then you can scale this up and go to the bigger account sizes because we can offer that to you. So you don't even have to go and find the money elsewhere or try and fund it yourself. You can just get funded from us, and then we have a great sort of win-win partnership, and everybody wins. So that's really the objective, and it's a great opportunity. And most importantly, you're learning a life skill. This is not stuff that's going to change. And anything worth knowing, you're going to know. It's really that simple. There's a lot of stuff around, but anything worth knowing, you're going to find out in our program.
Perfect. Beautifully said. And just do a couple of shout outs. Slav's here again. And Joanna live on Facebook. So great to have you guys with us to catch the live. I know there's a few more other people that have managed to catch this impromptu live. If you're watching the replay, the links are there. The choice is there, guys. Which door do you want to go through first? It's up to you. If you're thinking about taking action, now is the time. It's Black Friday weekend. We have got amazing deals. It's the biggest sale we've ever done as a company. It will only be going on for this Black Friday weekend. So get the training, digest it, see which way you want to go, and we'll see you on the other side, guys. Take care.
Take care, guys.